So I've got for you today the second level Pelican. It's a little bit harder to build, only because it uses a few more pieces. It's not really that much harder to put together. So here's a little overview of it. We've added some pieces, we've taken away some pieces. As you can see, the wings look a lot different because they're not made thick like on this one. They're made out of the actual tail section piece, so they're a little bit easier to use. Here we're gonna raise up the window so you can look inside really quick. No, crap. That was the actual fuselage. So now we're gonna raise up the window for you. Sorry about that. Here's the raising of the window. You can see inside I put an initial spawn and a small cockpit set up. I do have a I did set that up. I didn't set it up in the last week's cockpit. That would be set up. You can still set that up, and for the front, instead of using the regular window, you can use the railing medium. They actually fit perfectly across. You can use two on the bottom of the window and one on top to close the gap, and the window should go at an angle of about 65 degrees if you want that to work. Here's the wing. As you can see, it's made out of the pieces that the tail are actually made out of. And you can see with the strut in the way, you don't actually even connect the pieces to the actual fuselage. But what you do is you kind of build a wingish shape, so a odd triangle kind of thing, diamond Superman shape kind of thing. That piece is usually put in last. I usually put that piece, the far piece, in that I'm not holding first. Then I line up these next two pieces, and what I will generally do is then take this piece and use that gray band that's on all of them and line that up. Wow, what just happened there? Line that up with the other blocks, so that then I can, what's going on? Okay, gotta grab it. Okay, I would line that up just perfectly so you see that square sticking out. And that's pretty much what you do with that wing. Back here, this piece isn't even, it's just barely touching the actual strut. It's not even dug into the strut at all. It's not phased in at all. Now we're going to raise up this piece so we can see the interior. No, we're not. You can also put these always at an angle. It helps. You have to put them both at an angle though, because that's how the Pelican is built. The engine will rotate as well as the rest. This is what you can use for the ramp. It's a cover. You go under your structure, decorative, then you're going to go down to cover. It's like the 7th item down, I think. And you just angle it the way you want, and then you lay it in. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this one in. You do always want to line them up as best as possible. It's kind of personal preference how you want to line it up, because unless you want to do it exactly perfect. Now with the interior, you can see it's a bridge and two railings. I did a railing long on the left and a railing medium on the right. I put a jetpack in just because, you know, personal touch. See, here's this other bar that you can put on top of the window so that it closes that gap in the decorative piece, the walkway cover. Now these block 1x1s are how you're going to build your seat. You just kind of put them together like a box, and you're going to put one down in front of that. See, that might stick through just because it's large. So you're going to put that piece down flat, because this is a Halo 3 style Pelican. I could not figure out how on earth to make a Halo 4 style. Just it's hard. So you're going to take these pieces and you're going to angle them straight up and down. Let's see. I usually turn my rotation snap to 90 degrees so that you can line it up the way you want. Now with how you do this is you're going to take those two pieces, you're going to put them down, and then you're going to gauge their width with this piece. And okay, hang on a second here. You can line these up however you want. You can take this one and you can either line it up right on top, like right about here, right here, or you can line it up just a little bit farther down, right here. Either way is fine, but it is a little more compact if you do it the second way. So that's how this Pelican is built. That's the main build of it. I did tell you I was going to make more about that teleporter glitch this week. That's actually going to be a separate video after we finish constructing this amazing Pelican up here. This one might be a 2 or 3 part separate piece, because as you can see, it's a lot more complicated. Although it does look very, very real. But it takes up so many pieces, you might only want to put 1 or 2 of them into your map. They're really complicated to build, so do as much as you want with that one, but if you want to build a lot of them, I would say to use this one. Another thing is that when you close these, there would be a gap right above me here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your building blocks, you're going to grab a 2x3, a block 2x3. Wow, it has gravity. And then, so that way you can, what you can do is it'll cover in that space just well enough that it doesn't look bad. And that's actually how the real Pelicans are built, I think. It does stick out at the corners a little bit. Oh well. If you're going to use it decoratively, oh, that's not long enough, then you might want to use something else to fill that space in. I would suggest using a 2x4, not a 2x3. The 2x3 is not quite long enough to fill in the gap. 2x4 fits perfectly though.